This is an NBC Palm Springs special report. Coronavirus facts, not fear. Presented by East Valley COVID-19 testing site, serving residents of Eastern Coachella Valley.
Joining us now is Stacy Debroff. She's the founder and CEO of Influence Central and a best-selling author as well as an attorney and apparently a bit of an overachiever. Stacy, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
All right, let's talk about this because obviously this is not something to make light of. However, there has been definite changes in consumer behavior with the COVID-19 pandemic. What's the most obvious change that you've seen?
One of the most obvious is that we've actually emerged a nation of home cooks. It used to be that people just were drifting away from spending time in the kitchen. Now 90% of consumers are really digging in to cook meals from home. 50% say they're making them from scratch. People are looking for new recipes, and they've embraced trends such as baking. That's why we see such struggles to find yeast and flour in supermarkets. And we also have become a nation of snackers. And that's why some people are referring to the COVID-19 as the 19 pounds that we put on eating and drinking from home.
Yeah, I was going to say it's going to do wonders for the gym business as well. As people head back to work, even in more limited capacity, do you think we'll revert back to our old style of picking up something quick on the way home or grabbing the family, going for that middle price kind of Applebee's dinner versus the at-home? Do you see us going back?
That's been quite a topic of debate. What are the consumer trends that are going to stay? Are we going to turn to quick serve restaurants? But it turns out that our habits have really become ingrained over the past 4 months. So I think that definitely there's going to be some turning to not having to cook meals. But I think that people feel a sense of comfort and a sense of being able to create things at home. And also, even as people stagger in different schedules back to work, they're still spending an abundance of time at home. And so where typically quick serve restaurants saw a lot of traffic over breakfast, they are probably going to see more takeout. So they've innovated to come up with family meal takeout packages. So we'll see some changes even on that front.
Brick and mortar stores were in trouble before this. Was this the death nail for most of the brick and mortar stores as we knew them growing up?
It really has been, because they just didn't accelerate their use on digital technology, on e-commerce. And even as they scramble to do that, they're just playing catch up. And when you have giants such as Amazon, or you have Walmart coming up with new delivery systems, and you also have all these convenient and free delivery options popping up, brick and mortar have really struggled, both from technology and just logistics side of their business. They're not set up to do this. And I think that they are not going to, a lot of them are not going to be coming back. And it's just going to change the way we shop. And also for categories that people are used to going in store, like fashion, we're seeing incredible amounts of people turning to buy things online, especially with returns are easy.
Yeah, you like to talk a lot about innovation coming out of these kinds of tragedies or world-altering situations. What are some of the innovations you're seeing that you've been most impressed with?
Well, one of the key innovations, and even us doing this interview remotely, is the comfort of video conferencing. That was something that had been there, but now it's become a mainstay. And also this ability, this recognition that a tremendous number of people can be very productive, work from home. We're going to see, I think, continued focus on hygiene, on safety, and also on health consciousness. Everyone's going to be talking about how to improve our wellness. And I think that we're going to, as we have cocooned at home, we're going to be much more focused on entertainment streaming into our homes. And just across the board, the other thing too is people have embraced a just huge rush on do-it-yourself projects. So now that we're looking around the house and we're there more often, we see things to repaint, we're reorganizing closets, drawers, pantries. And I think that all of these trends are going to continue in post-COVID.
Yeah. And is the silver lining in all this that we're spending more time with our families than we have probably since the 1950s or 60s?
It really, for those of us, we're raising our hand to remember that time.
Right.
It is that sense of really having to find entertainment as a family. We're sitting down for dinners together. Parents can't rely on childcare. And so they really have to spend more time with their friends. Families are connecting virtually from different distances. And so I think that it's brought us back to some of those traditional values, the good traditional values of family time together. And that family time is actually the glue that builds our family culture.
That's right. And I remember it, but I was very, very young at the time. Stacy Debroff, thank you so much for joining us. She's the founder and CEO of Influence Central, and some really interesting information tonight. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
We'll be right back after the break.